Hi guys, welcome along to Nardi Elder Gaming and another episode of Scum. So today we are up in this top northern area, which is the huge airport. So we're going to have a bit of an investigation of this complete area. So first of all, we're going to look in this top bit where we're actually parked outside, which has got all these like radar dishes and that seem to be operating. So we're going to go in, see if we can sneak around the mechs and have a little look. But first of all, because this area is going to be quite dangerous, I want to get rid of some stuff. I don't really want to be carrying all this decent gear with me. So, once it loads up, eventually, for some reason it always takes a long time for that to open up again. So I think what we're going to do, I'm going to get rid of stuff like this. Actually, let me just see what was in there a minute. So I'll take that. I'm going to need some. That's 9mm, that's 50, so I don't need any of those. That's not 9mm, so I'll take that. I've got my 45s in there. And I think I've got this silenced, so that should be alright. So I don't think there's anything on here. Apart from that, I'm going to get rid of that for a minute. That I can not sort of get back again. So I want to be armoured when I go in here, but I don't want to be carrying so much stuff that I'm going to get hot. So let's get rid of the glasses. I don't need them in there. Night vision I'm possibly going to need. So weapon wise, we've got this 12 gauge, so let's just make sure we've got some 12 gauge on us. Don't need that. Don't need that. Right, so I haven't got any 12 gauge, so I need to get us supplied up with that. And let's see if I can remember which one of these that I put all the 12 gauge in. Of course it wasn't that one. Was it that one? There we go. So I've got 14 12 gauge in there. We'll take those. The bird shot's not really going to be a lot of good, is it? Let's just check that one out. That was food. So we better take a little bit of food with us in case we get hungry. I think I'll take one of these toaster pastries, because you can get 5 out of one of those. And my food's on 100 anyway, so I'm not really going to be worrying too much about that. And in this one, all we had was the fuel. Okay, that's fine. Right, so we haven't got as much 12 gauge ammo as I thought we had, but 14 should be alright. So we got 14 in that. Now I'm just wondering whether I can make a bottle suppressor to go on the shotty. So that was the food one. So if I take that one, I'll drink all the water out of that one, and then I'll make a suppressor and see if I can fit that on the shotty, because I've got one already on the M11, I think. Anyway, let's just double check that. Yeah, there we go, bottle suppressor on there. So let's drink all of that. And craft an improvised bottle suppressor. It would be so good if it would fit on that. No, it won't. Damn. Right, okay, not to worry. I'll keep it anyway because it can replace the other one when that goes. So I think, judging by what I've got now, that should be enough for us. So let's go. Is he not wearing a shirt at all? Well, that's right, he's always feeling hot anyway. So let's close up the vehicle and let's head on over. Now the reason I don't want to take too much stuff in with me is because if I do end up getting killed, then I don't want it to be next to near impossible for me to get my stuff back again. In other words, I'd have to hunt high and low for every single item that I've lost, possibly in other places to replace it. But if I take in the least amount of stuff with me, then at least if I do die and I can't get back in there to reclaim it, then it's not going to be too much of a problem. I'm wondering if I could bring the vehicle down that road, bit of road there actually.
Stop right there.
Shit. I ain't even started yet. Jesus, dude, give me a... Come on, go back to orange. Right, okay, I think it might be a bit risky to take the vehicle down there, because if he sees it, then I might be in trouble. So let's go around this side. We should be able to get a view of the... Wow, they do not want me getting in here. I'm a bit concerned about the vehicle being this close now. Right, so the vehicle's a healthier distance away now. That's good. So, wow. Right, we're going to go around the back way to try and get in. I was not expecting that one to be so arsey. So I'm going to have to be really careful here. Because these ones seem to be really on top of their game. Right, so down there you can see the runways of the airport. So it gives you an idea of how big this area actually is. There we go, there's a better view. And of course there's the wall. So a long time ago I came down and I investigated this area. But what I actually did is I drove the car around the back there, sort of up along that road there, I believe it was. And then that goes right round the back, and you can park up along the wall there and then come over the hill and see what's going on. But you have got to be so careful. As you just saw, I mean, that one was really intent on giving me a kick in. See, he's still very, very... I don't know, what's the word? Basically, his sensors are mental. And there's another one down there patrolling that area. There we go, we've got a better view of it now. So it's quite sparsely set out as well, so there's not a lot in the way of hiding. So we are going to have to be really careful, and I think it's down under these mountains here. Somewhere down along here is where the big entrance is, which I think is the hangar doors that lead into. I think if I'm thinking of the right bit, that is, which I'm pretty sure I am, because you know me, I never get anything wrong. Right, hopefully I'm outside that mech's range here. Yeah, I thought it actually spotted me. Yeah, the sensors seem to be a lot more intense here. Normally I can sneak around without them seeing me, but these ones are right on top of it. There we go, that's a really good view of it. So I think that's the main hangar under there, I believe. But it is not going to be easy to get in there. How many you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 mechs that I can see. There's probably ones that I can't see as well. Jesus, that thing is really on me. And the question is also how many mechs are looking at this area. So I'm thinking of coming down this road. I just want to have a look though, because I don't want to bring the vehicle down here if it's going to take me straight into the arms of a mech. Right. I'm pretty sure that's the bit of road that I parked on last time. So I think I'm going to bring the vehicle down. I know I was going to go into this bit up here, but I think I'm going to leave that for a little while because that mech seems quite aggroed at the moment. And I don't want him to cause me any serious damage before I even get started. Just let my stamina go up a minute. Oh, so I'm going to have to try and come down through the trees rather than take the road until I get out of sight of that mech. I'm hoping I don't aggro it with the lights either. Right, I think we're alright. I really hope there's no mechs patrolling this area. As I said, it's been so long since I came down here. I think the last time I came down here, I don't think they even had mechs in the game, if I remember rightly. Right, so here we go. Attempt number 1 to get into the base. Well, I think that might be the... or a bunker entrance there. Looks like it. But I might be wrong. Is it worth a check? Right. Okay, so we got into this bit, obviously just a generator room. I think that just leads back out again. Okay, so what was... Oh, I see. This is the collapsed tunnel. So that's interesting. Right, so I don't think there's anything I'm going to be able to explore here. Okay, that was a little bit nerve-wracking the way that sound just came on then. Okay, a little bit abrupt, but... So there's obviously nothing at this end that the mechs are that interested in defending. So what we could do is get the car and go up that way. See if we can get round to the back of those buildings that we saw earlier. Leave the lights off so we don't alert them. If they can see from that distance, that is. I don't really know if they can or not. But I'm just not going to take that risk. You know what I mean? Right, I know I'm playing it very very carefully here, but this is a dangerous area. So I think this area, last time I came down here, this was where I sort of had a makeshift base, as it were. And I would come back here each time. I don't even think I had a vehicle back then. Just want to see if there's anywhere around here I can use as a vantage point. Another weapon holster. I can't really see it. Right, so not as much of a vantage point as I thought it might be. Right. There we go, so now we can see right down this side. So if we look on the map, we started off on this side and we come all the way around here to the other side here. Now I'm wondering, so that's a main road in, so that's got to be gated off. So I'm wondering if we come round here, if we could get on the end of this one and try and make our way down there. Let's go and have a look. Because I need to find a place where I can get to the buildings quick enough. Because I don't want to be stuck out in the open, because as soon as those mechs see you, that's it, they won't lose track of you until they've basically killed you. The vision of these mechs do seem to be vastly improved from what it used to be. You used to be able to sneak around quite a bit without them seeing you. Right, is this the right little road to go up? So I always find with these it is important to scout these big places out, because you don't want to go into these blind, because otherwise you're just going to cause yourself a lot of problems. Right, so we're virtually on the edge of... There it is. Right, so let's head down and we can have a look down that one. If I can get away from the car. Bloody drone overhead now. Right, so yeah, so we're right on the edge of this runway now. Now this one doesn't seem to have any mechs anywhere. But I'm just going to get the binoculars out and have a look around. One right in front of me that I didn't really notice. But he doesn't look to be patrolling this runway. He looks like he's patrolling the main ones. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on him. But I need to find a route down. So I'm wondering about going high and then make my way down when I get closer. Places of interest. That one there. That one there. That's the one we went to first, which I do intend to go back to. Right, so we can see his patrol route. I don't think he's going to come very far up here. Or at least I hope he's not anyway. He's still quite a long way off. Oh, right, so he is patrolling up here. Okay, that causes a little bit more of a problem. Unless he's going to turn back round now. Right, so he doesn't come up very far. Okay. I'm happy enough with that. So we need to be going up that way. So we know that the car is parked on the end of this runway. For when we come back. If we come back. If we make it out alive. We're going to have to get ready to use the prone button here quite a bit, I think. If they see you and you can get behind rocks, then just jump down prone. Pressing the X on the keyboard. And also getting in the bushes as well and crouching down. Like that makes you less visible. One thing to note as well with this is the mechs are not fenced in. So if they see you, there's nothing stopping them coming after you. And probably best not to run everywhere because you need your stamina if they do notice you. Right, we're starting to come up on buildings here now. So if I can get down onto that rocky outcrop there and have a look. Right, so there's a bunker there. Or a machine gun emplacement anyway. Buildings there, looks like warehouses. Looks like a hangar or something there. Not sure whether that was my stomach rumbling or whether there was something out here. There he is. Shit. So that was not quite as quiet as I thought it would be. Oh dear. That was let's eat some painkillers. Eat some antibiotics. Could be in trouble here, to be quite honest. Damn it. Right guys, we are back. Only took me God knows how long to make it this far. So what I need to do now is head back to the vehicle in order to repair my gear and start that little reconnaissance again. This time we are not going to be using that gun because the silencer is crap. It seems that everything around actually heard it as though I didn't even have a silencer on there. So there you go. Lesson learned. Do not bother with a silencer. I just realised something. I haven't got my weapons, have I? So what happened to my weapons? Oh, I got nothing apart from the gun to fight that bloody... Oh, hang on. Yes, I have. I've got that, haven't I? Right, so I can fight that zombie. And then try to find my weapons. So I can't see what's happened to any of my weaponry. Got a water bottle. Right, this is very annoying when this happens. So it means I'm going to have to go back to the van and remake my weapons. So I lost the shotty. And my sword. Right, well, it is what it is. Annoying. So let's go back and see if we've got the equipment to make another sword. Hopefully we have, because that's the only quiet weapon I think we can use here. Apart from the dagger, but that doesn't seem to do a lot of damage. So our reconnaissance hasn't gone that well. So at least the vehicle's not far away. If we can ever get out of these hills. Night vision works well though. Right, so one silly little mistake cost us dearly on that. Should be careful with my injuries. So I'm still stabilising that one. find the road. There we go. And now just to find where I left the vehicle. There it is. So I need to see if I've got the stuff in here in order to make a new sword. To be honest, ballistic weapons are pretty much out of the equation. So let's have a look and see what we need to make a sword. Where is he? There it is. So I should really be repairing this stuff, shouldn't I? Right. So let's have a look in my miscellaneous, see what we've got. So I need to make tree bark rope. See what I've got in each of these. Ammo, ammo, food, and fuel. And that one's got a bit of ammo. I think the rest of them were empty. Right, okay. Let's just make a quick sewing kit. I don't think I can repair that, no. Right, okay, that'll do for a minute. Don't need those boots. These things I can cut into rags. Don't need that, that's silly. Right, so really annoyed, as you can probably tell. So I need metal components, rubber. I did pick up a piece of rubber, didn't I? So did I chuck it back in here? I probably did actually. There we go. Right, you know, before I do all that, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the old face smasher in there and I'll take that one as well. That way we can just go and do a little bit of exploring. And at least then we got something to kill things with. Now just to add to all, he's getting hungry and thirsty. Right. Let's eat a bit of this. See, this game can be a bit frustrating at times when things like that happen, especially when your respawn point is so far away from where you actually ended up, from where you were actually investigating. I'll show you where I respawned. Right, so we're up here. I respawned over here, so I had to travel all the way down around there to get back up here, and it took a long time. I will admit I cheated and I spawned in a dirt bike to get back here again, but the thing is, at the moment, what the Right, so that was twice I was killed there. The problem is, I could not draw a weapon out while those wolves were attacking me, because they were attacking me from both sides individually. So one would attack while the other one waited, then the other one would attack. So each time I went to draw the weapon, the animation would be cancelled because of that. So, not really with that word, it is what it is, isn't it? So I'm back here again now, so I'm going to head over there. I've got some bandages. I can drop this stuff if I don't need it. I think we've got enough to keep us going in there. So yeah, I did lose some weaponry there, so I had to make a new sword. So that's done. So this time I know for a fact that we are not going to use the suppressed gun, because even though it's suppressed, it attracts everything for miles around. So let's see if I can manage to go up and have a look at the area I wanted to look at without dying for a third time. I mean, I've cut out all the long journeys between each dying that I had to do to get up here. So each time, to make it quicker, I had to spawn in a dirt bike just so that I could get back to this point. I'm not too worried about cheating like that, sort of temporarily while I'm trying to make the video, because it's more about content than it is about worrying about the cheating on that part. But it's not going to be something I'm going to be doing a lot of. So let me just try and find where the rock was that we were doing our reconnaissance from. So that was the runway, so running alongside the runway. I think it was down over here. One thing I did lose was my my decent sledgehammer, you know, the I think it's called the Skull Crusher. I lost that one. Absolutely gutted, because I found another one at some point during the gameplay, but I just left it because I thought, I've got one, I don't need two. Stupid move. So if I come across another one, it will be a miracle. Right, so this is the rock where we did our reconnaissance from. So we're going to go back now and have a look. So my weapons won't be here because I've done this playthrough over a couple of days. So I've reloaded the game in, so whatever was here is not anymore. Right, there's 2 undead, so if I can just get one of them to... Here we go. I wonder what stopped him then. Oh, he ran into that log, didn't he? Right, so where did that other one go? There he is. Do you know, stupidly, I almost went over to try and find my bloody handgun then. But I am not using that. Not a chance. If there is any more, I want them to come at me now so I can just clear the area. Here we go. Right, so we got a fairly good view of what's over there. Especially that mech. Right, so I'm showing us hungry and thirsty, so let's do something about that first. I'm going to eat all of these. And we'll drink a couple of these. I think I'll do 3 drinks. It's getting low now. Alright, that back in there and let's get that weapon back out. Right, so the reconnaissance hasn't been quite as much of a success as I had been hoping. Thought I heard another one then. Up there, look. I need to take him out because the last thing I want is anything creeping up behind me. God, I really wish I had that crossbow. That's the one thing I've not been able to find. And I really want it. Right, so here's a pretty good vantage point. Switch off the night vision a minute so we can have a good look. So we can see the routes that the mechs are taking. So I need to get down to this fence in here so I can get into these silos. And I think I might be able to do it. By just sneaking down here. Need to be careful that I don't get spotted, because there's nowhere to hide here. Can't see any breaks in the fence either. There's another zombie up there. Didn't even see that one go down. Right, this fence here is in really good condition. I can't see any breaks in it at all. So getting in is not going to be easy. There's the big bunker over there. Right, so we're going to have to reconnoitre. Alright, that's a good word, isn't it? Do you like that? We're going to have to reconnoitre around the circumference of the base. I didn't bring a sharpening stone with me. It doesn't matter too much at the moment. Right, so this is the problem. How am I getting in there without those mechs seeing me? And then how am I getting over to these big bunkers without these mechs seeing me? Is it going to be a matter of sneaking around these walls until I can find a break? Because as opposed to the rest of it, it looks like these are actually looked after. I can't see any breaks at all. Right, so I wonder if I can sneak down the hill there and get into that bunker. There's something right here as well, look. It's a road. So that's probably the main entrance in. Right, so what we're going to do is I want to get to that bunker, because from there I should be able to get a view of the whole base, and I'll be protected behind the brick wall. But I've got to get there without the mech seeing me. If I can get in there, then it won't be so bad if they do see me, because I'll be protected behind a solid brick wall. But I need to find it first. So it's got to be down in front of me there somewhere. Problem is I can't actually see it from this area. Is it around here? Or is it further up there? Because I think that's the road, wasn't it? So yeah, it's still further up. I thought I'd come further. I don't think I've come far enough. so careful now because I don't know how far up these mechs will see me. But I need to see where that bunker is. That is weird, I could see it from standing over there, but I can't see it from the road. Well, if it's a hidden one, it's hidden bloody well. I wasn't imagining it, was I? It was definitely there. Right, I'm going to have to make my way back over there. And have another good look for it. Running up these hills is really affecting me. Very confusing. See, this is another thing about this game I do like, is the sneaking around, doing the reconnaissance before you decide to head in. Because it's so much better than just going in blind. I'm just dreading hearing that stop right there. It's not behind this lot, is it? Not a good move, puppet. Not a good move. So was I just confusing this for the bunker then? I'm sure I saw it from down there. Hugely confused. The armoured ones. I always thought they were quite difficult to take down, but they're not with the sword. And I think the sledgehammer does a pretty good job of them as well. watch out for my night vision battery. It's not going down too quickly, so it's not too bad. Right, so what the hell was I seeing up over here? Because whatever it was, I saw it from the corner there. See, it wasn't that. That's not what I saw. I can't actually see it now. Wow, that's weird. Damn, I'm gutted that I can't get through this fence anywhere. That's really done my head in now. What the hell was I looking at over there? It was definitely 100% there. Right, so that over there is 150,000% a bunker. So we're going to head over there. We're going to try and see if we can get into that one. Let's just watch what their patrol is. I don't think his vision is enough to see where I was. Shit. Damn, I didn't realise there was going to be two of them down there. That shouldn't stop me though. I should still be able to skirt around them. One thing I should have done is I hadn't... I say I had. I think I've still got an EMP grenade somewhere. I need to get up a bit higher so I can have a look down and plan my route across. Right, so there we go. That one is well protected, but if I can sneak around the back there. That mech is going to be a problem. The other one not so much. Okay, so I think I should be able to get around this. I don't think those mechs are going to come too far down. I hope they don't anyway. Right, so let's get up the hill. Need to try and stay out of their range. And then hopefully I should be able to run quite quickly down to that bunker. These are some really steep hills, struggling to get up them. I'm using a lot of energy as well. I see I got enough water for now. I don't think I've got anything else to eat. Don't know why I'm carrying an empty can. Right, let's get going. There's the mech, so it shouldn't be too far away. Probably see my car from here. Right, I've got to make sure I come down at the right point. Because if I don't, I'm not going to be able to run back up here. Let's just see if there's any of these I can eat. Says they taste funny, but they're better than nothing. Right. There it is. Just down there. I need to try and eat some of these prickly pears to try and stave off the hunger. But I also need to avoid becoming sick, like I feel like I'm about to. There it is. Medical helmet. Not seen that before. Alright, it's not much in here at all. I don't want to become visible to the mechs. Right, I was sort of hoping to find some MREs or something in here, but that plan's been scuppered. Right, so we can get some more reconnaissance from this area. That's the area down there we wanted to get into, but we couldn't. And this area down below us, I don't know if we can get in here. I mean, before the mechs see us. Right, so we need to think about what we're doing, and I think what we'll do is we'll leave this one at this point, so the reconnaissance is done, and on the next one we will actually go down and try and find our way into some of these buildings, make a bit more of an effort to do it rather than just having a look around. So if you want to join me for that one, you know what to do. Like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you on the flip side. I'll catch you all later.